Hello everyone, Bashar here. So another step in my 150 journey, the support Demon Hunter. It's a very good and popular build. It's one of the most powerful builds. So you should be working on this, all the time. And the good thing about it is because these are termed as the ZDH, right? Which means Z is for 0. So you don't do any damage, so no damage is expected from you, so you can go very hard at your survivability. I will explain why that is. I'll just go crazy here. And guys, take a look at my survival. 1 billion toughness, right? And that is without the procs. It can go up to like 10 billion. It is insane. Yeah. I mean, the character just doesn't die, right? So what do you want to do? You want to do 3 pieces of Gears of Dreadlands here, right? 2 pieces of Captain Crimson, and you combine it with Ring of Royal Grandeur, obviously. You get Aquila Crest for additional damage reduction. You just put more salt on everything. This is for faster attack speed, so you go for Flavor of Time. You just don't need anything. You go for Nemesis Bracers, so other people in the group don't have to bring their Nemesis Bracers. You get Oculus Ring, so you open those nice beautiful areas. You get Obsidian Ring of Zodiac, so you can spam your stuff, right? You bring Gem of Ease in your weapon, which is great, right? It's gonna give you a ton of XP, so that makes the Paragon grind much faster. So you don't have to use Wind Force. Wind Force can actually be harmful because it builds up CC resistance, but this is for faster builds. And you get Bombardier's Rucksack. That is again for higher. It has no meaning for 130s or so. The passives, well, in the cube we have Odyssey's End. That's very important, 150 additional damage. That's why the character is popular, right? Because it doesn't make everyone survive too good, but you basically increase everyone's damage by 150%. Strong arm bracers, you bring knockbacks will mean 30% increased damage. And guys, multiple support characters can bring such strong arm bracers. They do stack. Awesome item. Ring of Royal Grandeur, obviously. And as for the passives, we have Hot Pursuit, Tactical Events, so speed, and speed, Blood Vengeance, and Numbing Traps. That's not even very required. Entangling Shot, Chain Gang, Strafe Drifting Shadow, more speed. Multi-Shot Windshield, that is actually not very necessary for 130 speedruns. You could change it. Companion, Wolf Companion, you just buff everyone. Marked for Death, you make everyone take even more damage. And Smoke Screen. So the build doesn't do any damage, but I can show it to you a little bit. So you put this one. So you mark this fella. As you can see, I'm doing 0 damage because I just don't care for it. But as you can see, I can just spam everything. That's about it. So we have multi-shot for chilling them and increase their chance of being critically hit by 8%. Ice Blink also increase that by 10% more, so we help everyone to crit by 18%. But thing is, it doesn't combo very well with Gears of Dreadlands Demon Hunters because the Burizas they use give them guaranteed crit chances, so the Ice Blink is not very useful. This multi-shot is not very useful. You can just grab, for example, Shadow Power and Shadow Glide for even more movement speed, right? You can bring the rounds down to 1 minute, depending on how good your Demon Hunters are. You want Companion, Wolf Companion, you want Marked for Death, Valley of Death. These are no-brainers. We have the smoke screen. And let me show you the variant I use for high greater rifts. You switch to Young's Recur, right? So you don't knock the enemies back, so they don't have the CC resistance, because for 150s you use Barbarians who also knock back, and if you keep knocking them back with your Wind Force, they will build up a resistance for it. we keep the 4 pieces of Gears of Dreadlands again, and the 2 pieces of Captain Crimson Strath. The gear basically is the same, right? You just have Young's Recur there. You have the sentries, that is 25% addition, so as you can see. So you put up a lot of these, right? And everyone in here will take 25% less damage. That's the support you provide. As the multi-shot, and the multi-shot will be useful on higher grade rifts because there will be wizards around most of the time. There are, multiple variants here. People are using, another rune for drifting shadow, and they can use Khmar tank clip in the offhand instead of a Bombardier's Rucksack, because Bombardier doesn't really help us on the 130 speeds. It is for 150, so you can have additional sentries and you can create this safe zone. That's pretty nice. So that's about it. And what you do is, guys, you put up your sentries on your damages, you protect them, you put up the mark for death on everyone, so they take additional 15% damage. Thanks to the entangling shot, you will be making them take 150% additional damage anyway. You keep up the wolf companion, and you use the multi-shot once every 3 seconds, so they have 18% of additional crit, right? The Go Swiftness is for more survivability. Gem is, 10% increased damage taken and 10% less damage dealt. So we just help everyone. We don't have the Barbarians Ignore Pain, right? Or the Necromancer's Infinite Resource, but still, thing is, let me proc everything. This is not even much, right? I have seen you can get up to like 10 billion. The character is extremely tanky. So that's about it. This build is awesome, guys. You put a ruby in your helmet, so an additional 41% resistance, and then you have 2 support characters in the group, and one of them does wear Nemesis braces. You can swap out the Nemesis braces for strong arm bracers, right, which you use here, and you can swap this with where is it? I might not have it, maybe. Yeah, you can use it for Leoric's Crown, so that will mean another 4% XP for everyone in the group, right? It's nothing too big, but guys, it's something small compared to nothing, right? I mean, you are wearing Nemesis braces, which doesn't help anyone, right? You just wear the strong arm braces and you cube the Leoric's Crown, so you get another 4% XP. So this is the essence of farming Paragon, guys. 2 Demon Hunters, 2 Gears of Dreadlands Demon Hunters, 1 Support Demon Hunter, 1 Necromancer who is very fast. You just blow through the rift in about a minute, 1.5 minutes, and you grind your Paragon very fast. You can grind several hundred Paragons in the earlier Paragons in a matter of hours. It is very boring and annoying, I will give it that, right? I very hardly got to 2.5k, but it is pretty good Paragons, and also it's also pretty good loot. You will get a lot of primals. So what I would suggest is you start the season, right? You build your Gears of Dreadlands, you get your season journey set, and you build your Gears of Dreadlands, and also you collect stuff for these, right? And you don't really need much, and the card design that you should be doing on these is intelligence, as you can see. I mean, I am using this on 2 fronts, so that's why I did the dexterity, but you should be doing intelligence on all, and after some point the character will just not die, right? You can stand in, poison pools, arcane orbs rotate in your face, right? It is extremely hard to die, but still, just in case I got the awareness, not very required. That's about it for this build, guys, and we do have 2 more builds that we want to go over. The Wizard Talrasha build, and finally the build that I did 150 on. So these go hand in hand, right? So what I suggest is, as I said, start with the Demon Hunter, get your journey set, work on the Gears of Dreadlands build, and at the same time collect these. And after this is acceptable, join public, not public groups, but maybe lobbies from communities and get your gems to 150. Then the chance of you getting invited will be higher, and you will also be grinding the Paragon, because people want for Paragon, right? They say 2k Paragon plus, right? 3k Paragon plus. So you know your gear is a little more established. So that's about it, guys. Feel free to ask any questions, and I will see you on the stream. Bye bye.